Hello, beautiful people. It's Buraola Olaliko here, and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. I hate to say this, but welcome back. And I am saying I hate to say this because I hate to go on long breaks and then come back and try to be consistent again. But we're doing this. And in the past couple of weeks, I have contemplated giving up several times. No, I felt like I have actually gotten to the point where I almost decided I'm done. Done with life, done with personal development, done with constantly working and giving myself to everything that I was giving myself to. And I just wanted to disappear. I just wanted to run away somewhere and live a normal life, which, if you know me, you know I dread that, right? I'm back now. I'm in a much better place. I'm ready to create content. I was away because I obviously could not create content in that headspace. If you know me, you know I don't like lying. I don't like putting up a front. If I'm not happy, if I'm not good, you are gonna know that I'm not good. I don't know how to I don't know how to mask it. So I just couldn't get myself to create. I have a lot of videos that I recorded that is edited that we could not push out because I felt like I was lying to myself and lying to you guys, and I could not get myself to do that. I've learned something profound through this experience, and I'm glad that it's an experience and it's a phase, and I've passed that phase, and I don't want to go back there. But there are a couple of things that I learned from that experience that I want to share with you guys. One of the first things that I learned is the importance of documenting your journey. If you know me, you know that I've hammered on this several times. Documentation, both written documentation, pictures, videos, however it is that you can document, ensure you document your journey. Because that was one of the things that reminded me again. And beautifully, this channel was one of the beautiful things that reminded me. I watched my videos, I watched some of the things that I said, and I was inspired. I was moved to tears. I found reasons to keep going again. I have my journals, my notebooks scattered all over different places in my house. And I would go through those journals, go through things that I wrote at the time that I wrote them. And I would be impressed by the state of my mind and the things that I believed at that point. And I want to feel that again. I craved seeing that again. I craved believing that again. I craved letting my heart burn for that thing like it used to. I can't imagine what my life would have looked like if I did not have that, because how would you know when you have strayed from a path if you don't even have the path documented? It's like treasure hunting or living in the forest. If you've learned anything from people who live in the forest, they like to leave trails on their path. So if they are going somewhere and they want to go back, they use things, either paint or sticks or whatever it is they can use to leave trails so that they can trace their steps back to where they are coming from. And they also don't get missing. So how would you know if you've strayed from the path if there is no path in the first place? And how would you know what the path is if you don't document that path, if there is no trail for you to follow, right? So that's what documentation did for me, and it's still doing for me, helping me see where I'm going, see where I'm coming from, and seeing the process on that journey. Life is a journey, I've said that before, and it's a beautiful journey. There will be ups and downs, but it's a journey. You might be at a phase where you don't enjoy or it's very bitter, but I won't be there forever. The reason I can come here now and share with you that experience is because it's now in the past and it's going to stay there, right? There are certain choices that I would have made at that time if I did not understand that life is a journey, and I felt like that was all of me. I would have made certain terrible choices at that time, and I'm so glad I did. So life is a journey. Document your journey. Another thing I'm grateful for that I learned is the power of community. Having people around you, having good people around you, and being intentional about the quality of people and the kind of people you have around you. Because you will not always be in your bubbly butterfly moments. There will be downs and lows in your life, and it would be nice to not do that alone. It would be nice to not do life alone. Because at times when I forgot who I was, times when I was questioning a lot of things, contemplating a lot of things, I had people in my circle constantly remind me of who I am, things I've said to them about who I am, things they know about me, things they've seen me do, and they constantly drum that into my ears. There were people who I would have on calls and just stay. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to do. I don't feel like doing anything, but just stay here with me. And their presence meant so much. Their words, their prayers, their support meant so much to me in that moment. And I'm so grateful for every one of you guys. You guys, one of them is on this call. She's on a video call with me at the moment, and she's just in front of me. I'll take you to the moon. I'll take you to Mars. You feel me? Be good and love people. A good name is better than... I've experienced that thing firsthand, both a good name from my father and also seeing people treat me a certain way because of how I've treated them unconsciously. And it has touched me how important it is to live a life of service. There are certain decisions that I've made, and there are certain times that we can be selfish. But living a life of service is important. Living a life of love, living a life that genuinely loves and cares for people. That is not an excuse to be naive or to let people walk over you, okay? We'll touch on that in another video. Having a heart that genuinely cares for people. Yeah. Love, I think love is the word, yes. Having a heart that genuinely cares for people. It's so important. Money can't buy that. Money cannot buy it though. Okay, moving on. Another thing I've learned is the importance of saying the truth to yourself. There's a friend of mine that says something that the highest form of deceit is when you deceive yourself. You know, when people deceive you, you can kind of like recover from that. But when you are in a constant state of deceit and you are the one deceiving yourself, when others are trying to tell you the truth, it will be hard for you to see the truth because you are deceiving yourself. And it's a terrible place to be in. So I've seen the importance of being sincere and being truthful to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. If every other person is lying to you, don't be the one to lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. When you're not okay, recognize that you're not okay and take out time to heal. When you need to work on something, don't sweep it under the rug and move on with life because life has to go on. Life will go on with or without you. But you want to ensure that the version of you that life goes on with or you go on with life is the best version of you. Is not a downsized version of you. Is not a whack, broken down version of you, a fragmented version of you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself and the one who created you to live life to the max, to the very best. There are people who say, I want to die empty. I want to leave this world knowing that I did everything I could have done. I gave everything I should have given, and there is nothing left that I did not give to this world. So, whatever it is that will help you be truthful, be sincere with yourself. Please, be sincere. Be sincere with yourself. Oh my God. I don't know how else to explain this, but if you get the point, let me know in the comment section that you get the point. Be sincere with yourself. Moving on, there is a period in your life where you need to remove pressure. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we're talking about something, and he was like, oh, I think this is the fear of the unknown. And I've had that conversation with a couple more people, and it's real. How the fact that you don't know where you're headed or you don't know what life holds ahead of you can be crippling, can be scary, and you want to have it figured out, especially if you're somebody who wants to become a better version of yourself. You want to live a successful life. You don't just want to vibe with life and go by the wind. You want to have things figured out. You want to have a plan, and you want to ensure that your life is going according to plan. And when things don't go according to plan, you start to get scared. You start to enter panic mode, and fear starts to set in. Fear of the unknown. Fear of, what if I've done this? What if I haven't done this? What if? And the fear of the unknown even cripples you more than the circumstances that caused the fear or that triggered the fear. I'm still trying to understand how best to handle that. Once I figure it out, I'll share with you. I got to a point where I was like, you know what? What is going to happen if I give up? And I wrote it down. And what is going to happen if I don't give up? And I decided that the things that would happen if I don't give up are better to be experienced than the things that happen if I give up. Like, if I give up and I fail, I still have an opportunity to go again than if I did not try. I don't want to live my life wondering what would have happened if I just went for it. I don't want to live that life. I can't, like, at this point in my early 20s, I am regretting certain things that I did not do in my earlier 20s or in my teens. And I wish I started then, or I gave more attention then. And I know how painful that can be, to have something, a burning desire, a vision, a passion, something, and knowing that you could have given your very best to it, but you still did not give your very best for one reason or the other. You gave excuses for that. I know what that feels like right now. And I know that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, the feeling would have 100x. It would not be at this level. And I don't want to feel that. I don't want to get to that phase and feel like I should have done this, or I should have done that, or had I known. I do not want, oh my God, I do not want to have to experience that. So I would rather give myself to something, fail at it, see an opportunity to learn, move on from it, than not even try in the first place because of fear. There's this book that we read in primary school, had I known. I can't remember the story, but the title of that book kept ringing in my ears for years. Had I known. And would think about that book and think, I don't want to be the one that says had I known. I don't want to be in that position. There's a period where you need to remove pressure. There's a period where you need to list out your fears, list it out, and analyze, are these fears worth putting your life on pause? Or are these fears worth that decision you're about to make? I don't want to make a decision based on fear. Another thing I've learned is your feelings are valid, but life decisions should not be made on your feelings, and you cannot build the foundation of your life on your feelings. If you enjoyed this video up until this point, good to have you. My name is Borola Olaleko, and on this channel, I share practical tips and actionable steps that will help you become a better version of yourself. If that's something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely see this video that YouTube recommends for you. You would love it. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.